everyone, welcome back to Maxwell Star's YouTube channel. I'm not doing a beer review tonight. I'm just going to sit here and drink one and try to recover from a bit of allergies or cold or whatever it is I've got now. Third one in the span of a month and a half or so. But I do want to go over a couple of recent beer acquisitions. I gotta say, to quote the Beatles, I get by with a little help from my friends. Some of my friends have been really helpful and really productive in acquiring some new beers for me, as well as a couple of new beers have shown up in the ANBL liquor stores, which some of them I'm excited about, some of them are interesting to try. So, anyway, all right. So, taking a look here. Here's a couple of beers that were brought back to me by Fuzz. My friend the Fuzz has been I don't think I've uploaded any reviews with him in them as yet, but he will be in one. He brought me back a can of Boddington's Pub Ale from Nova Scotia, as well as he brought a six-pack for me and Heist Almighty to split from Nova Scotia of Granville Islands brewery from the West Coast, BC. Their Brockton IPA, which from what Jake and Dara uploaded a review of it recently, and I guess it's kind of somewhere between like a real IPA and Alexander Keith's IPA, so it's like a light, like American Pale Ale, more like. Did sound good though, so those are those ones. I'll toss those aside. Now recently, didn't see that. Recently, Heist Almighty's wife went to Ontario for a business meeting or some kind of training class, and she told me that she'd bring back one for me, and very nice of her to do that for me, because the one she did bring back, and I'm so excited about this because this was on my beer bucket list. Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout. Oh my yes. And I'll probably be getting to this sooner than later once my cold heals up here. And I am so excited about this. Thank you. She shall be renamed nameless because I don't like naming people on the channel. But very much thank you to Mrs. Heist Almighty, because that was a great beer. And thank you. So the other ones were brought back from Nova Scotia by a co-worker of Heist Almighty's, actually. It's actually his boss, and coincidentally, his boss grew up the street from me when I was a kid, which is kind of a weird small townish similarity, I guess, but still really cool. So let's take a look at this right here. The first one, what should I introduce first? Well, you probably saw the label on this one first, so I'll introduce it. She was able to bring back one for me of Garrison's Old Fog Burner barley wine. Very much thanks to her. Unfortunately, it's not the barrel-aged version, but if you've watched Jake and Dara's little video on the Garrison Brewery he did, you'll notice that the Old Fog Burner, I think, was $5.99, and the barrel-aged version was like $13, so it's no wonder. Thank you very much anyway. That would have set it back a pretty penny. Another one she was nice enough to bring back for me was the Adam and Eric's Schwartz beer, the Black Lager from Garrison, which was a winner of a homebrew competition. The winner of the competition got their brew made. And also, a very important beer would be Propeller's Double IPA. Another beer that I'm ecstatically stoked to try. Unfortunately, I've got a little bit of a cough, and I'm not going to be doing any reviews, at least for the rest of the week. Anyway, to finish that off, there's a couple of beers that recently showed up in our ANBL stores in New Brunswick, which some of you may already be aware of, and some people in New Brunswick may not be aware of yet. So let's take a look at these. First of all, I might as well introduce, this one came out a couple weeks ago, and actually I'm sending one of these to Albino Rhino in a beer mail. We may be doing a co-review on this, who knows, we'll see. This is a Samuel Adams Spring Lager, which is a Keller beer, or a local beer. It's kind of like Creemore Spring Killer beer, except for it's made by Samuel Adams. I've had a chance to have a couple of these, and while it's not as good as Creemore, and I'll be getting into a real review of that soon, it's still, I found really good, and I think I'm on my third six-pack of this stuff, because I actually quite enjoyed it. So that's one. Another can of something from a macro company is Clit, or Coors Light Ice Tea. Yeah. So, Coors Light Ice Tea. You know what? Coors Light is a bland beer, but with iced tea flavoring, it's kind of like one of those like Moose Light Lime or something, Bud Light Lime, something like a regular, flavorless beer with flavor added might actually cause like a turnaround. I got a chance to try this last night, and well, I'll have to post a review soon. It's just gotta say that it's actually not, well, I want to say not bad, but Neely likes the Clit. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so there's that one. Another one that I heard of coming into A&BL liquor stores is this one, Wells Banana Bread Beer, which actually I have a glass of right here. Yeah. Which is a beer that's much maligned by amongst the European or the British beer reviewers, because apparently this was better. Back before they started using cheap adjuncts and chemicals for artificial flavorings. I haven't really looked over it too much, but from what I can tell right now, it is kind of watery. Anyway, last but not least, and I was excited to see this too, is Green King's Abigail. This is one of the ones I saw Beer Goggles Reviews do a review of this one like a couple months ago. And since then I decided I really wanted to try this one as well. And lo and behold, we do get some of the Green King products here, and they just brought this in. Like, literally, I went in looking for the banana bread beer, and this was sitting on the shelf next to it. I'm like, excuse me, what? So I've got an extra can of this to enjoy while I'm sick with a cold. Let's see if I like them. Anyway, let's see, where did I put that? Oh, where did I put that thing? I think you got put away somewhere. Oh, I see it. Oh hell, I'll just introduce it. For those of you guys in New Brunswick who like Samuel Adams beers, should be noted that A&BL, at least in the St. John area, has brought back the glasses, the promotions, where they gave, like, you buy a 6-pack of Samuel Adams, they give you the glass. And apparently the glasses themselves retail for about $7 or $8 in the box in the States. So that's quite a steal when you consider it's $15 for a 6-pack, and you get a free $8 glass with it. It's really nice, and the glasses are some of my favorites, and I use them on this channel a lot. So now I've got another new one in a box, and I think it's already spoken for. If you're watching, you probably already know who you are. And then there's another guy I know wants one, and I might try and get another one before they're all gone, so who knows. Anyway, so those are all the beers at the current time that I have upcoming reviews for once I get better. Right now, my fridge is overrun with beer again, and I really got to get through some of these, and I got to get over these stupid early spring colds. I didn't have to go through this last year, but this year, I don't know what it is. It's just been wham, wham, wham. Anyway, wah, wah, wah. Thank you guys for watching. So I got some cool reviews coming up soon. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and hope you hope you're looking forward to some of these, because I sure as am, especially that one. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Cheers.